The chase begins. Meanwhile, 3 mechas rush to assist. Sensing danger, Black Obsidian fled like a scared rabbit. The Wanderer, like a star chaser, hurriedly followed, but just as they reached Antarctica, Black Obsidian jumped out and startled them, leaving the Wanderer flustered. Thankfully, his armor was super durable, and they charged at Black Obsidian like they were in the superhero game. The Wanderer dove in and took him down, and they both plunged into a battle royale. They dove into crevices and burst out. Black Obsidian obviously didn't want acrobatics, so he fired lasers to end it quickly. The furious attack left the Wanderer flustered. Then, Little Handsome had a brainstorm. Suddenly, he punched through the ice and dove underwater, and Black Obsidian thought Ted lost him for good. But a torpedo popped up, splitting into countless missiles that blasted Black Obsidian. The Wanderer surged like a tide, firing a plasma cannon at Black Obsidian. Before he recovered, they cut his kidney with an arrow. Finally, with one last punch, he yanked out Black Obsidian's core, avenging the loss of Mercury. But just as they pried open the cockpit to take a peek, to their shock, the screen revealed that where the pilot should have been, there was just a squirming monster brain. Even more shocking, after Dr. Finch's dissection, they discovered that this brain was actually man-made. This meant that some shady group was secretly aiding the aliens. Just as the thought crossed their minds, the soldiers' drones went crazy. Suddenly, all the mechas morphed, and from their metallic bodies sprouted tentacles and flesh. They transformed into terrifying mecha monsters. In the chaos, the general called for all pilots to board, but before they could react, the monsters started their slaughter. The base turned into a complete mess in an instant, and brave Omega fought back, only to get his head bitten off by the enemy the next second. Just then the mecha monster launched missiles. The missiles hit Titan Savior's apprentice flat on the ground. The pilot fired missiles, successfully taking down one monster, but was stumped into a pancake by another one. A job well done, but tragically dead. Even the general was taken down in the bombardment. Meanwhile, Feng Chu, who went to seek help, suddenly the mastermind behind it all was none other than his old pal, Dr. Wallon. Turns out, that connection with the monster brain back in the day allowed aliens to hijack. At this moment, Wallon commanded the drones worldwide to dive underwater, then they fired beams from their chests, trying to open a wormhole to another dimension. This would bring the monsters to Earth. Moments later, level 5 monsters emerged like insects. Rohit showed up just in time. He managed to cut the control system of the drones, instantly disabling all the mech monsters, and the monsters vanished as the wormhole closed. Unfortunately, 3 of the game starters had already landed on Earth, and their targets were all aimed straight at Japan's Mount. Dr. Feng Chu realized aliens sent monsters not for destruction, but to make their blood react with rare earth in Mount Fuji, causing a big explosion and releasing toxic gases, leading to Earth's life extinction. Showdown was inevitable, but sadly, most mechas in the base were out of commission, and nearly all pilots were wiped out too. But everyone held on to hope, joining to repair damaged mechas. At the last moment, Little Handsome rallied rookie pilots. He pumped them up with a shot of enthusiasm, so when they were fixing the last 4 mechas, the energy was high. With a united effort, they powered up the mechas and set off toward the monster's location, heading straight to Tokyo, Japan, where 3 level 5 monsters were marching toward Mount Fuji. Humanity's last defense, Mecha Hunters, faced formidable foes: Upgraded Wanderer, Brave Guardian, Sword Athena, and Chinese Phoenix Gorilla. With the captain's order, everyone rushed toward the monsters. The fastest, Athena, struck first with 2 plasma swords, slashing at the oncoming beasts. With a kick, she sent one flying 100 meters. Not to be outdone, the Wanderer charged Thunder Beast, the biggest monster, with a heavy punch. He was sent flying by a punch. The Wanderer realized he could only defend against Thunder Beast, using gravitational slingshot to topple buildings. Who cares about them? Meanwhile, another opening monster, exploiting Athena's distraction, fired poison spikes, interrupting her attack. The gorilla rushed to the rescue, and the pilot quickly reached the central turret, unleashing a barrage of firepower at the monsters. The Guardian took the opportunity to strike the monster, making it scream, yet again demolishing several buildings in the process. Seeing the bad turn, monsters fled. The young pilots chuckled, mocking with middle fingers raised. Frustrated, Wallon felt his reputation was at stake, so he activated his ultimate weapon. In a frenzy of buttons and switches, countless small mech monsters poured out from the Shoshi company, crawling all over the streets. They swarmed toward the opening monsters, and moments later, the 3 were forcibly merged into a massive level 6 monster. Everyone was momentarily stunned. Oh no, this was trouble. Though they didn't back down, Little Handsome ordered to get ready. They all displayed their strongest weapons and charged at the monster, only to be blasted away by the gigantic level 6 behemoth. The Guardian stepped up boldly, swinging an electric whip at the enormous monster, but it easily shrugged off the attack and flung the Guardian away. One pilot fell in battle, so the team transformed their sorrow into strength and charged the opening monster again. The Wanderer brandished his fiery chainsword, slashing at the monster's tail, but the next second, he was sent flying by a powerful headbutt. Athena jumped, attacking the monster's shoulder. Though not down, she was thrown by its double tail retaliation. The gorilla took the chance to throw a warhammer at the monster, but ended up becoming the monster's delicious finger food. The monster bit him, tearing the gorilla apart. Luckily, the pilots ejected just in time. The Wanderer broke through a building, still fighting, but the monster broke his chain, grabbing his head and grinding it into the ground. This must be the newest version of Monsters vs. Mechas. Things just keep getting crazier and crazier. Everyone knows this is just the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on Monsters vs. Mechas. You certainly won't want to miss out on the excitement that lies ahead.